Hey guys, it's Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at a cool little MMA themed card game called Deck Fighters. Deck Fighters is a 2 to 4 player game where players are MMA fighters and they are playing cards like a jab or an uppercut or a cross. I think those are the right terms, I don't know. On other players to try to either bring them their health from 20 down to 0 or to try to be a person who plays the knockout card and hoping the opponent doesn't have the card to counter that card. It's a quick playing game. You can play over a series of games. You can play one game, but let's go down to the table and just check it out, and then you'll see if this is a game that you may dig. Alright, so here's a game of Deck Fighters set up for a 2-player game. To set up, you're going to give each player, you're going to shuffle the deck, put it in the middle, and you're going to deal each player 5 cards. So this player has 5 cards, this player has 5 cards. There's a little instruction book, which is on the back of whoever the active fighter is card, that's going to give you a little bit of the rules. It's a pretty straightforward game. And then we're going to get started. So there are different kinds of cards. There are defense cards, which are yellow. They're going to have some kind of, defensive maneuver. There are purple cards, which are going to be health. It's going to be the T.K.O. It's going to be a Dr. Stoppage. Then there are striking cards. There are a few other ones, but I don't have them in this one. So this player is going to take a turn. So on your turn, you can either play a health action or a strike action. So in this case, this player is going to strike. So they're going to play an uppercut. So they play the uppercut. Then this player can counter it. So the uppercut can be defended by a block, a dodge, or a counter. So we'll look at this player's hand. They have none of those cards, but they do have a green card, which I didn't show you. So green cards are going to be used in combination with another card. It's like a ground attack or some kind of different kind of punch. But they don't have any of that, so they have to lose 3 health. You can use 20 D20s for spin down. You can use paper or whatever. I don't have any of that. Just know this player has hit 3. So I just put it over there so they know that they've been hit for 3. Then it's this player's turn. At the end of everybody's turn, you draw back up to 5. So this player still has 5, so they don't draw back up. This player will draw up to 5. So they got another green card, which is a single leg takedown. It's going to work in conjunction with some of these other cards to do some powerful stuff. Alright, so then it's this player's turn. And what do they have? They have some attacks. They have some energy, and they have a green. So let's see if the green card can work with anything. So it can work with hammer fist, ground control, ground and pound, and submission. So no, it cannot. But they do have a jab. And jabs can work with multiple other jabs. So they're going to play 2 jabs, and that's going to be a double jab. So they'll play multiple jabs. Each jab card gets to be defended individually. So let's see what this player has. They can be defended by block, dodge, or counter. So in this case, this player has a dodge and a block. So they will dodge this one. This one comes out, and they will block that one. Then these just get discarded because no one took those hits. And then they'll draw back up to 5. They'll draw back up to 5, which they played 3 cards. Yep. All right. And then active player moves over here. All right. So it's this player's turn again. Let's see here. Here's another card, an orange card. They're going to be specials. So this is a combo. This is going to let me play the orange card and then up to 4 strike cards. So in this case, I'm going to do that. So I'm going to play the combo. Then I'm going to see if they can counter. You can't counter the combo, but you can. I'm going to play the cross. So I'm going to play that. So this can be countered with a block, a dodge, or a counter. This player does not have any of that, so they have to take that 4. So I'll go ahead and leave that there. Then I'm going to also throw in another jab into there. They can counter it, but they don't have anything to counter, so they're going to take another 6 damage. So I'll keep these over here for reference. So now they have a total of 9 damage. Oof. All right, so this player will draw back up to 5. This player still has 5 because they didn't play any, and it's their turn. All right, so what they're going to do is they're going to do this. This is going to let them restore their health to 20. and it's going to end their turn. So they're going to get rid of all their damage they sustained. That's their turn. Then they're going to draw back up to 5. Comes back over here. Let's see what we got. This player doesn't have anything they can play right now. When they do, but it's not. They haven't been hit, so there's no reason to play health. So they're going to draw 3 cards. You can do that instead of taking an action on your turn. All right. So that goes to this player. We'll flip through a couple more rounds. Maybe we can get some more cool cards to come out. Let's see here. All right. So this player is going to play this. Play this card before an attack. What this is going to do is it's going to add 2 to their strikes, subtract 2 from this player's strikes. So they'll put it in the middle right here so we remember. And then they're going to do a back fist. So as of right now, this is a 5 from them. So they'll play that over here to me. Let's see. I need to block this or dodge it. And I cannot do that. So I'm taking a hit for 5. Let me go ahead and throw a 2 on this so I remember. So I've been hit for 5. Alright, so they're going to draw back up to 5. And then it's coming over here. And it's this player's turn. So let's see. We're going to do something fun here. We are going to do... Let's see. Let's just do this. We'll see what happens. All right, so we're going to play the decision card. So what happens here, all fighters add their numerical value of their striking cards plus their remaining health, and whoever has the highest is the winner. So in this case, this player has an 8, and they're also at 15 health. So they have 22, so their score is 22. This player is at full health, so they're at 20. And they do not have any strike cards, so this player would be the winner. And that is a match of Deck Fighters. You can play single matches if you want, like in between other games. You can play a series of fights like 3 to 5, and then whoever wins the most is the winner. It's a cool little game. There's tons of cool cards. You can have a decision like this. There is a KO where you can play a KO on the other player, and unless they have adrenaline, they can't counter it and they'll lose. There is submission holds, which I didn't get to show you. So in order to play this, you got to play the appropriate green cards, which are the Muay Thai, clinch, and or takedown. And then you can play this, and then they have to play an escape to get out of it, or they would lose the match through submission. There is, let's see, there's another cool, there's an H-bomb, which is a really powerful attack, can't be defended. Here's another orange card that's pretty cool. It's going to let you take an extra turn. Let's see. There's one card I was looking for that I think is pretty cool. Doctor Stoppage. If you're getting you're getting creamed, you can play the Doctor Stoppage, and then it resets the fight to 0, and you start over. Yeah, cool idea of a game. It kind of does feel like I'm in an MMA fight. I don't know much about MMA, but yeah, it feels like when I'm playing these cards, I'm duking it out with another player. So that is Deck Fighters. Let's go up to the top and see what we think about it. All right, so that was Deck Fighters. This is a cool little game. It's an interesting concept. I don't know much about MMA. I don't watch MMA, but I kind of feel like I am an MMA fighter in this. I was playing this with my buddy a couple of days ago, and we were trying. People were having a conversation with us, but we were so in the game. Like I had some jabs on him, and I threw a combo down, and he was trying to find the cards to counter, and like we were just intense on it, and it felt like we were just beating the snot out of each other without beating the snot out of each other. So, cool theme. It really brings the mechanisms of life to life, and I feel like I am in an MMA fight without all the blood and ouchies. So, it's an easy to play game. All the cards spell out what they need to do, like the KO says what it does. It says what you need to counter it. If there's any other cards that are needed to play with it, like the submissions, it'll tell you what cards you have to play with it. Easy to learn, quick to play, not difficult at all. Very good game. Check it out if you can find it. It might be going to Kickstarter, I don't know, but if it does, I will throw a link in the bottom of the video description. And yeah, that's Deck Fighters. If you enjoyed this review, check us out on YouTube. We have more videos at youtube.com/boardgamemechanics. You'll see videos from me, Joel, Katie, and Kim. We have a podcast that you can find at bgmechanics.com. We have a Facebook page, which is facebook.com/theboardgamemechanics, and we're on Twitter at BGMex and Instagram at BoardGameMechanics. So if you go to any of those places, you'll see more of these videos like this, and you can check us out on our audio where we let the zaniness run wild. So yeah, Deck Fighters, check it out. Cool game, and I hope you enjoyed the review, and keep gaming.